Suge Knight admits that Reggie Wright failed to send the 5 security guards that he requested to protect Tupac that night in Vegas, and actually pulled the security off of Tupac. Also, Reggie Wright tries to get Napoleon from the Outlaws to confirm his lies, and Napoleon does not take the bait. Let's get into some of the straight game.
Blackjack. Life is like those cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy DELRAY, Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. It's very much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and tell a friend. And most importantly, if you're new to the channel and you would like to be one of the first people notified when I drop some of this straight game, please do me a favor and hit that bell notification right below this video right now. I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been in a situation where somebody tried to provoke you or lie on you or say that you did something that you actually didn't do, and then when they are exposed, they then try to turn victim and play victim, and then try to claim that they're somehow beneath or should I say above the problem that they created, right? Well, I have something for you today that proves that leads into actually a bigger a lie and misinformation that was given to you. So I'm going to get right into it. This right here, this was sent to me by a young man by the name of Backstrap. And he basically picked up on Reggie Wright's lies. And so he wanted to find out, because I think he's getting tired of it too. And so it goes in, and I'm going to give you the premise of what it is and then give you the information behind it and how Reggie is lying. And Suge Knight actually basically would say that Reggie is lying and has said that Reggie is lying. Listen to this. It says, Reg, when will you address DELRAY calling you out on all these lies? You purposely said, call me out on a single lie I told. And once DELRAY did, you distanced yourself from him. And I see you scouring these comments, but you act like you ain't see DELRAY's, right? So he basically pointing out that Reggie sees, you know, he's scouring these other comments with people and so on and so forth, but act like he didn't see mine, which I called him out on the lie and proved that he's been lying, right? And then Reggie responds, he says, he's getting exposed, but I learned a long time ago, only respond to people above you, not people that gets 3K views a video. But I'll respond to you. I didn't run Death Row? Okay, ask anybody who was around, not a groupie on the internet. My security company wasn't with Tupac from August 27th until his death? Okay, that's laughable. Now, let me point out the first lie that Reggie or the misstatement, lie, you know, I'm higher than thou statement that he made in his comment. First and foremost, Reggie Wright in this video right here, after he seen that my video did over 600,000 views, here it is, with the art of dialogue, came and made a video about me. So the statement that he's making right here to the brother Backstrap is so misleading and basically outright sad, if you will, that he learned a long time ago, only respond to people above you. Well, evidently I was above you when you seen this video that I did that did over 600,000 views, that you've been in your feelings ever since. And you then tried to make a video basically debunking these facts that I put out. And it was a dismal failure. So see the manipulation that he tries to play. You know, oh, I only respond to people above me, you know, not beneath me. Well, if that was the case, you would have never responded to my video that I made with Art of Dialogue. It doesn't matter what platform I'm on. I did numbers. You understand what I'm saying? And see, this is that what we like to call the evergreen content, the video that I made proving that Tupac wasn't signed to death row, because people are going to return to that for ages. Right now, I'm going to dismantle Reggie Wright, and I'm going to show you how he lies. Now, in the second part of the statement, he said, well, so I didn't run death row. Ask anybody who was around, not a groupie on the internet. The fact of the matter is, Reggie didn't run death row. Michelle A. ran death row. Here's the statement from Suge in the deposition. Reggie Wright did not run death row. He did not sign contracts. He did not cut checks. That is a fact from the boss man himself, Suge Knight. Period. We in that one, right? Check this out now. But this last part right here, basically when Reggie, he said, my security company wasn't with Pac from August 27th until his death. Okay, excuse me. That's laughable. It is actually laughable because your security company was fired. Not only were they fired, let me get into this right here, this statement right here by Suge Knight, right? Listen.
See, the thing is, those guys, if you go back and watch the film, they was already stalking Pac. They watching him. So that just tipped the iceberg when something happened. But there was a plan already to do something to him. Yeah. And that's why, like I said, I had two of the toughest guys for him, and Reggie pulled them off of me. It didn't have to happen. I told him to send 5 guys from the club to there, and they never said nobody.
There you have it. Michael Moore has said it, that Reggie pulled him off of Tupac that night. And you have the person who was cutting the actual checks saying that Reggie Wright did not send the security guards, the 5 security guards that he requested from 662 to guard Tupac that night. And Reggie actually pulled the security guards off of Tupac. Reggie Wright, you are a liar, not only by my standards, but by the person that you were sworn to protect, and you call your friend and who you perpetrate or front like you're protecting his legacy, but you only use Suge Knight's name to profit. I've seen him call Suge Knight a snitch. I've seen him say various things about Suge. But when somebody else says something about him, he then comes and tries to pretend to be the protector of Suge. It's all a ruse. It's all phony. And like I said, dealing with this statement, no, your security wasn't on Tupac like that after August 27th. You pulled your security off of Tupac in Vegas, right? And Tupac had fired you. Suge Knight said it with his own mouth. Reggie Wright did not send the 5 security guards that he requested that to guard Tupac that night. And also he said that Reggie Wright pulled the security off of Tupac. These are facts from Suge Knight. Stop it. Right? But let me get into something else. Because today, on this day in particular, they did a video with the brother Napoleon. Right? And the title of the video, as you see, it says Reggie Wright's relationship with Tupac, right? See, and I'm so glad Brother Napoleon didn't take the bait, right? See what they were trying to do, Brother Napoleon. They were trying to get you to agree with these lies that they've been telling, right? To get you to up Reggie Wright's relationship status with Tupac, even though he really didn't have a relationship with Tupac. They wanted you to confirm things that weren't true. That's why John asked you that question. But let me tell you this. John, like Tupac would say, John is like Judas was to Jesus. He only came to create confusion and controversy amongst the brothers. I want you to understand that. And see, I see through that already. See, that's why Reggie's allowed to come on Bomb First and tell all of these lies. Because John knows, like right now, I am once again dismantling the lies, right? And then John goes into ask Napoleon about the letter that Yasmin released about Tupac firing Reggie. And Napoleon didn't take the bait. He didn't even address that from that perspective. I appreciate that, Napoleon. You're a little bit smarter than they are from that perspective. And like I said, you are a good brother. And like I said, keep on doing what you've been doing, you know. But back to like I said, back to the statements that Reggie Wright had made to this brother here. Listen, I want you to understand something. Reggie Wright, you said, so my company, you did not have a company. Your Right Way Protective Services, according to the California State Secretary's website, and which I showed you guys, but I'm going to show you again, Reggie Wright's corporation or the name for his company or corporation LLC, which would need to be registered with the Secretary of State of California, was not incorporated when Tupac was shot in Vegas, and it was not incorporated until 2002. You did not have a company. You were an employee of Death Row, and you oversaw the security that Suge Knight was paying to protect Death Row. We also know that there was no April letter that Yasmin sent that you said she sent firing you, right? It was only the August 27th, 1996 letter. And now we understand why you did what you did and pulling the security off of Tupac in Vegas. It was because you got that letter, right? So now one must understand that Reggie Wright's role in this situation is the fact that he was negligent, he was irresponsible, he was petty, and he was downright disobedient, if you will, to his boss at that particular time. As you heard, Suge Knight said that Reggie did not send the 5 security guards. So in that way, you are negligent and partly responsible for the death of Tupac Shakur, according to Suge Knight's words, not mine.
See, the thing is, those guys, if you go back and watch the film, they was already stalking Pac. They watching him. So that just tipped the iceberg when something happened. But there was a plan already to do something to him.
Yeah.
And that's why, like I said, I had 2 of the toughest guys for him, and Reggie pulled them off of me. It didn't have to happen. I told him to send 5 guys from the club to there, and they never said nobody.
You did not do your job. That is a fact. Not from me, not from some other YouTuber or something like that. This is from the guy who was in the car with Tupac when the bullets rang out, who asked you to send him 5 more security guards to guard Tupac because he felt like something was up that night, or they had been watching Tupac or something of that nature, right? So now, what I want you guys to understand, this is why Reggie has been out here attacking other people, pointing the one finger at them. But when you point the one finger at them, you have 3 fingers pointing back at you. And that's the sad part, when you sit back and you really understand it. And then to try to get other people to come in and create this this web of lies and try to get people to co-sign your lies, you know, it's totally irresponsible. It's totally irresponsible. So when you understand what it is, most people think that Reggie Wright had something to do with, you know, setting up Tupac and his death. Do not give this guy that much credit. He's not that smart. He's not that smart. From what he's proven to me by the lies that he's told, and then to make another video, and I can go back and pull up the old video and prove that he lied, so much so that he's now erasing videos because I have exposed him for lying, not with something that somebody told me, but with his own videos. right? You have to understand that. This guy has been deleting videos because I have proven that he is a liar. So like I said, once again, people say, well, you know, why you keep going at, I don't keep going at Reggie. Like I said, Reggie started with me. He seen I was doing numbers. He got jealous. He was like, this guy right here, you know, he's telling the truth, you know? So now once I come with that truth, now with the documentation, now it makes everything that he says irrelevant. And to hold on to his subscribers, he tried to insinuate that I was gay. Like, really? Once again, that proves that you cannot argue with the facts or debate with the facts or explain anything that you're saying and back it up with paperwork. You can't. So now you resort to the name calling. Come on, that's so elementary, man. Really? So now, once again, you have to understand. That's why Reggie Wright is so caught up. He didn't send the security guards. So all of you guys who want to be like, you know, OG Reggie, you know, Unc, or whatever y'all want to call him, you know what I mean, from that perspective, he's not that. He's not that. And like I said, once again, he failed Tupac in Vegas. And another thing, he also asked Napoleon about that, right? But Napoleon also agreed, right, that what Reggie Wright had lied about a long time ago, right? Reggie Wright said that Frank Alexander wasn't, you know, the guard that was Tupac's on Tupac. Napoleon said that he was. Napoleon also said that when they tried to bring him in, you know what I mean? Napoleon also said that Reggie Wright was supposed to be the personal security guard for Suge Knight. So now, you bring Napoleon in, right? Yeah, thanks, Napoleon, for being honest. You bring Napoleon in and you ask him. So now, if what Napoleon is saying is true in this video right here, right? In regards to Reggie Wright, supposed to be Suge's personal bodyguard. Now ask yourself this question. Did Reggie Wright fail Suge Knight in Vegas that night? Minus the 5 bodyguards that Suge told Reggie to send to protect Tupac. If Reggie Wright was supposed to be Suge Knight's personal bodyguard, did Reggie Wright fail Suge Knight in Vegas that night? You answer the question. He brought Napoleon on his channel to basically confirm, you know, his relationship with Tupac and so on and so forth. So the questions that John asked him, right? So did Reggie Wright fail Suge Knight in Vegas that night because Reggie Wright was supposed to be Suge Knight's personal bodyguard? And the answer to that question is yes. I need you guys to pay attention, man, to what's really been going on with Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright's been out here trying to destroy people's reputation who've worked hard, who have real talent, who have family, you know, kids and things like that. And he's just been saying anything about people with no information or documentation to corroborate any of the stories that he's saying, so much so he's trying to bring people, or they're trying to bring people on the bomb first to confirm their lies. And people are not going for it. They see the messiness. You know what I mean? They see the downright untruths that you just, you know, keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, right? So at the end of the day, you have it. Reggie Wright failed Tupac in Vegas. Reggie Wright is partially responsible for the death of Tupac Shakur, y'all. He did not adequately protect Tupac even after Suge Knight told him, yo, send me 5 more guards from 662 to guard Tupac. And once again, I'm going to say it one more time. Reggie Wright, not by my words, but by Michael Moore's words and also Suge Knight's words, Reggie Wright pulled the security off of Tupac Shakur because Tupac Shakur had fired him on August 27, 1996. And Reggie has been trying to perpetuate this lie like he was still on the job doing what he was supposed to do when he wasn't. This is a fact. Your boy DELRAY, straight game.